Hello children, welcome to English class. In today's class, as we are going to learn about what is verb and what are the types of verb, and on that day we learnt about how to identify the INE in a paragraph, in a content, isn't it? So here today we learn how to explain an episode of INE. So just first listen to the verbs, then we'll move on to the INE them. So types of verbs. First let us know what do you mean by verb. Can you give me 3 examples? Yes. As we all know that a verb is a verb that shows an action or state of being. For example, run, eat and catch are the example for the verb. So from this, let us learn more about the different types of verbs. So these are the 3 types of verb which we have learnt earlier. So the first one is of action verbs, state of being verbs and helping verbs. So here the verbs are of 3 different types. So let us discuss about them, then we'll answer the question given by them. The first one we are going to learn it is about action verb. So here the verbs that express a physical or mental action are known as action verbs. For example, physically, reading, writing, running. So these are the activities which we'll do physically. Mentally, thinking, isn't it? Thinking, that's a thing which we do as a mental work, isn't it? So here, for example, TR reads a book daily. So now what is TR doing? She is reading a book. So that is the action verb which was done physically, isn't it? Then in this right side, Sriram thought about his future. So thought, it's a mental action which was done by Sriram. So now we come to know that verbs that express a physical or mental action, or we'll tell it as action verbs. So here I repeat it now. So read is a physical action, whereas thought is a mental action. So here is a sentence to find it out. The action verbs in these 2 sentences. It rained all day yesterday. My friend gave me a red bracelet. Did you all find the action verb here? Yes. It is rained and gave. The next type is of state of being. So already we have learned that. State of being verbs, we'll tell it as be verbs. Do you know what are the be verbs? Yes. Am, is, are, was and were. So these are the state of being verbs. So state of being verbs express a state of being. They simply tell what the subject is. So what the subject is. Now I'll show you an example. Now you can see this example as Zayed is a music teacher. So who is a music teacher? Zayed. So here it's showing the state of being. That means he is a music teacher. So the verb is shows what Zayed is. So what Zayed is? Music teacher. Now here are some examples: is, are, am, was and were. So these are different state of being verbs. Example, I'm happy. So now let us identify and underline the state of being verbs in these sentences. I'm reading a very interesting book. We are busy with the school's annual program preparation these days. Did you all find the answer? Yes. Am, are. So the next verb is of helping verbs. What do you mean by helping verbs? Helping verbs help the main verb in the sentence by extending its meaning or indicating the tense. So for example, here you can see that Karan is eating lunch. Now what action is Karan doing? He is eating. So without this helping word, the sentence may not be completed. So here you can see that Karan is eating lunch and I had been to Delhi quite recently. So in these 2 sentences they have added is and had. So this indicates the tense of the action or the state of being. So now let us identify the helping verbs in these sentences. I will will finish my home practice first. Ravi has gone to the swimming class. Did you all find the helping verbs? Yes, will and has. So now what you have to do? Go through the concept time 4 in SB 7. So the next thing we are going to see is about how to explain an episode of INE. That means how you will describe. So already we have identified the INE from the story, isn't it? So by that we'll be describing. That means you'll be making an episode of that particular INE which you have found. So that in that day I took the how to identify the INE. So what are the structure we followed there? So it starts with a situation which was given in the story, and we will expect something else from the thing, from the particular passage, and we'll write what has happened really, right? And that is the thing we found it, whether it is INE or not. So by that we'll be finding out. So after that what you'll do, you have to describe at that particular INE as a passage, as an episode here. So let us see that. So first we have already learned how to identify if the given situation is ionical or not. So let us now learn how to describe an episode of INE once we identify it. So while writing an episode of INE, we will follow the given structures. What are there? Situation, expectation, reality, and conclusion. So here this is the logical sequence which has formed for a graphic organizer as a sentence starter. So let us see, by using some sentence starters, we'll be writing an episode of INE. So now let us see the first one. Explain an episode of INE from the story A Gift of Chapels. So first what you will do? You will find out the situation. So what is the situation? Then the expectation. What you expect. That means what would you expect to happen? Then the reality. What actually happened in the story. Then last, is your expectation opposite to the reality? Then it will be INE. If it is not opposite, it will be non-INE, right? So by that you will be concluding by explaining an episode of INE. So here they have given a situation. Rukmani gives Kopu Mama's chappals to the music teacher. Why? Because she doesn't have the slipper, because that music teacher slipper was given to beggar by Ravi. So when she comes to know that the children gave the music teacher's chappal to the needy beggar, how will be a mother? So here they expect, first what they are doing, they are following the step 1. So they are writing as in the story. So they are starting the episode as in the story. Then they'll be writing the situation there. So like this they'll be writing. In the story, Rukmani gave Gopu Mama's chappal to the music teacher. When she came to know that the children have given the music teacher's chappal to the needy beggar, then the expectation would be, what would you expect to happen? So here, whatever else. So if the children does anything wrong, how will be the mother? They'll be upset, isn't it? Yes. So Rukmani was quite upset to know that the children gave away someone else's belongings. So she won't do the same thing herself. So you won't do that, isn't it? So here you have to follow the sentence with the sentence starter like the writer used irony here. So this situation thing shows that it was a irony, because you can see the opposite thing. So here, because in such a situation one would expect Rukmani to not to give away someone else's belongings to the music teacher, since she was upset with the children for doing something similar. So here, what will be the reality? What happened actually? So Rukmani gave Gopu Mama's chappal to the music teacher. So here, however, she did the exact opposite in the story, isn't it? So this is the reality. So this is belong to the INE episode. Then after that, you will be concluding it, isn't it? So is your expectation opposite to the reality? Yes. The reality is opposite to what we expected. So with that, we'll be writing the conclusion. So finally, based on the outcome of the situation, we will add a conclusion in the end. So we are giving a flavor to our episode, that is of, since what one expected to happen is opposite to what actually happened in the story. So the above situation is ionic. So you'll be writing over. So how many steps you need to follow? 4 steps. So what are the structure you need to follow? Situation, expectation, reality, conclusion. So to identify the irony in a situation, you'll be writing the situation, expectation and reality. So as you're writing explanation for your episode of irony, you'll be writing 4 steps with the sentence starters. So without the sentence starters, you cannot fulfill the episode. So here is the example of the whole episode. So just read this and you can follow the homework, that is of, you have to read the cope and the anthem, that is of which was given in your the cope and the anthem which was given in the alien handbook. So just read the story, and today's homework is of, you need to do the practice question 5 and practice question 4. Did you get me, children? So these are the things you need to do today. And thank you, my dear children.